Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Monday the 14th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got this morning, fairly decent hour, got the dogs all taken care of, all the fun that comes with it, got them all wrapped up and cared for, headed across the street, got my soak on a little bit in the tub, got back over, got a couple things done, nothing too important. Got a few things around there done, went across the street, worked on the old house some, getting it kind of, I don't know, a bunch of stuff we got to throw away, stuff I've been holding on to. I don't hold on to memory stuff, like my first home run ball and stuff, don't give a shit about none of that. The whole team signs it, can't remember the signatures, we're all like, kids. Nobody can sign on a round ball, nobody's practiced, so you have no idea who these people are anymore. That crap I don't care about. But if there's like a, I don't know, like weather stripping for, or the spline for screen windows, I have a hard time throwing it out, and there's like 80 feet left of the 100-foot roll, and it's $12. I'm holding on to this, don't know when I'm going to replace screens again, but ends up in a box, so I keep it. So that kind of dumb stuff I have a hard time throwing away. So getting rid of a bunch of that, just takes some time, getting it all moved around, getting it all figured out, and all the fun that comes with that. So from there, I got back over the house, played the dogs a little bit outside, hung out with them, decided to run to Home Depot, needed to get some supplies to mount some curtain rods outside of my house. I'm going to basically hang curtains outside my windows and then inside windows both, which I've been saying forever is going to be outside, and then my wife wanted them inside as well. I think more to the look, so ordered some really kind of bright teal, like bold colored things that will make my patio look a little more festive, is my hope. So went to Home Depot, trying to figure out what I wanted, looked online, never really found exactly what I was wanting, so I got there and ended up settling on some basically 4 flanges and pipe that I'm going to basically tap come on into the side of my wall above the doors and windows, and then I'm going to run some 3/4 inch conduit across it, make like a giant curtain rod, but like 3/4 inches plenty strong to hold up the curtains and whatnot. So we're good to go there. But yeah, got that all picked out, went around the store looking for stuff, figured out, I did a bunch of checking everything, that's why I settled on. So as I was leaving, I had to get a new shower head because I hate the shower head I bought for her. It's absolutely just, it's awful. And it's super low. It's a real bad design. Looked cool up on the wall 6 feet above my head, but did not look cool in my actual shower itself. So went ahead, grabbed a new Molen brand that I think hopefully will work better for us, we'll see, and headed out, and like an idiot forgot to grab the 10-foot pipes, partly because there was no carts available, so I had all my stuff in my hands and I kind of forgot about it. I think my hands were kind of full, but I was literally already driving out when I realized, shit, I forgot the pipes. So I was like, yeah, by the time I get around and deal with traffic and all that crap, it wasn't worth it. So did the hell with it, headed on down, had to go walk some dogs. So I thought, well, I'll run back over and get them later, because I can't install them until I get different situations. So on the way back, I stopped at a plumbing electrical supply center and asked them if they had it, and they sell them like in 20-foot chunks, and they're basically like, we got to cut it to your exact length. I'm like, well, I don't know my exact length yet. So I got the pricing, and they had them price me the fittings and stuff too, and they were way higher than Home Depot. So I said, hell with it, and left. They wouldn't just sell me a 10-foot piece. I'm like, you just sell me a 10-foot piece? Because, well, we got to cut it to the charges and cuts. I'm like, what the hell? So, and then also if I cut them at home, they won't thread them because they say my cut might not be straight enough. So I'm like, well, part of me thought, well, I'll just take the 20-foot piece home, but I know way of getting it home on my truck. So I thought I'll just cut it close, bring it back to them, let them cut it off that extra 1/8 of an inch where to make it straight and make them happy. But I said, hell, plus they wanted like $5 a cut and like $5 for each thread, and I thought, I can figure this out. So I left there and basically headed on down, walked the dogs. Pouring down rain, crazy little storm just dumping on us. So I got the dogs out, and I've never seen a pair of dogs that are more scared of the rain than these two. They're like terrified of the rain. So I got them out, at least got them both to go pee, got them back inside, played tug of war with them a little bit, kind of wear them out a little bit there, and then headed out as a short walk, but it is what it is. On the way back, had stopped at another kind of like a True Value / bait shop. They sell all kinds of fishing gear and all kinds of stuff. It's like more of a general store that also sells bait. So stopped in there after 10-foot chunks of conduit, and they said, I think so, maybe let me go check. So I looked for it, while looking around, I found a couple other pieces, found the flanges, the elbows, everything I needed, because Home Depot didn't have all the pieces I needed. I had to like hobble some stuff together, which was not going to look as attractive, but it's way up on the wall, inside curtains, so nobody's going to notice it, but it would annoy me a little bit, and it's just more chance for things to rust and things to fail. So looked at their prices, and their prices were like $1 to $1.50 per piece, cheaper, and there's like 20 pieces I got to put together. So said I bought it from them because they had everything I needed, all the correct items, no hobbled up stuff. So buy all that stuff from them, and then I'll just take the other stuff back to Home Depot, because one, I'm paying way more for it, and two, it's not as good of stuff. This stuff's already galvanized, that stuff was painted, I didn't paint it, and blah blah whatever. So get all that good fun stuff going there. So I got back to the house, threw the pipes in the truck. The one thing I didn't like, the pipes have been sitting outside for a while, and they were kind of gross. Where at Home Depot they were pretty and clean, so I'll probably hit them with a bit of paint once I get them figured out to the exact size I want. So we'll go from there. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much got that figured out. Went ahead, headed back home, got a couple other things done, worked on the house for a smidgen again. Not much, just kind of breaking time there mostly. Oh, we had a big old tree fall down in that park. That sucks. Took out the fence and everything, but haven't been on the street since the hurricane. So I went ahead and got done with it. Had a meet and greet. Had a couple meet and greets today, actually. Both went fairly well. One was fairly early, got it done after I got back from walking the dogs. Got that meet and greet in, went and got my run in, got my shower, had some waiting for dinner. My wife's get off work. The other people brought the 2 dogs down, and one dog's pretty good, which they think it's not as well behaved, and it's actually a good one. The puppy is young puppy, and it's still got that nervous pee thing. So my goal is to hopefully get it over that while it's here outside, get it playing. So once they left, I had to get the house a good quick mopping real quick, because it was a bit of a problem. So, but yeah, my wife got home as they were leaving. We actually met this lady at a buddy of mine's party up in Port Orange for his Halloween party. Didn't talk to her nothing there. Talked to her husband a little bit, I guess, but didn't know who they were at the time. So we went ahead and they headed out, and then the guy that had the 7:30 p.m. Meet and greet, there was like no information about his dog. The only thing on the dog was like, he said how the dog has access to the doggy door, but he usually gets it figured out on a potty schedule at other houses fairly quickly, and blah 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 whatever. And there are pictures of the dog. There's like multiple pictures of the dog shit all over somebody else's house, multiple different photos of that. And I'm like, oh, there you go. So your dog clearly is like 4 years old and not housebroke yet. And there was no information about if it's friendly with dogs or kids or nothing. No information anywhere about it except like how, like his feed schedule and stuff is like all it said. There was like nothing else in there. Made no sense at all. And then he reaches out, and basically, I don't know what time it was, probably 5:30. Now it was probably 6:30 or so, because the meeting was about an hour. And he's something about asking me if I had other dogs, if I watched other dogs, if I had other big dogs there. And then fills this whole thing out about how his dog is like scared of big dogs and only gets along with small dogs. And it's like a giant golden retriever. And big dogs make him really nervous, and so on and so forth, and all this kind of stuff. And he doesn't do well with big dogs. I need to make sure I don't have any other big dogs there at the time. I'm like, dude, did you read my description at all? Like, I have a Great Dane personally. I have other dogs here I watch between small and big, all sizes. Like, what the hell? And he goes, well, didn't you read my information? And I'm like, no, there was no information on your dog. All it was your feeding schedule and whatnot. You need to update your stuff, and then a bunch of photos of your dog shitting all over other people's houses. And then he's like, well, I don't think it does well with big dogs and stuff. I'm like, well, then we should probably cancel this meet and greet. And he kind of put it on me like I was supposed to go back and read all this information, which I did, by the way, because I do that with dogs. And there was nothing there about not liking big dogs or anything. And I'm like, did you even read my information? The very first line says, my Great Dane and I, da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, clearly every picture, I have 11 pictures. 10 of them have my Great Dane in it. One of them is just my wife and I, because that's how Rover sets it up. You're supposed to have a face photo of the dog sitters. So I'm like, what the hell? He's like, well, I guess, yeah, I didn't really read it. I'm like, okay, thanks for wasting my time. Have a great day. So basically that canceled the last day, which was nice. So I ended up eating my sushi that I picked up yesterday and had that for dinner, and then watched a little bit of TV, and then was trying to stay awake, just falling asleep in afternoons like that. It's ridiculous for me. From there, I headed outside, had myself a nice little cigar, enjoyed the stunning, gorgeous weather, and then wrapped it up and called it a night. So all I got for right now. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.